What is going on, everyone? Back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the multiplayer programs and all the multiplayer content in MLB The Show 25. Now, coming in with the ranked track, as you guys can see, the ranked track is a little bit changing, as we can see. The World Series used to be at 900. They're moving it down to 800. So they're saying this because only 1% of the players were actually making World Series, which is kind of insane to think about. But yeah, they're moving it down just a little bit to 800, which is nice. So maybe more people will actually be able to get World Series. I'm thinking probably 3 to 5% of the player base will probably be there if I had to guess with this change. But also things about the difficulty, they're pretty much staying the same. So you once again play on All-Star. Pretty sure it changes that wild card or division series. So it's this Hall of Fame rating still goes up to 899 rating. And then Legend is from 900 to 999. And then Go is going to be 1,000 plus, which is definitely going to be a challenge if you're going to be up in those higher leagues. But yeah, so still going to be All-Star Hall of Fame probably, which, you know, is what we've come to, right? So we'll see if more people can make that World Series. I definitely think I'm going to try to do that this year. We'll see if it happens. But yeah, these difficulties are going to be pretty hard to play on. Now, moving on over to those World Series rewards, we can see Mickey Mantle is one of those rewards. Really solid player with the fielding and speed. Also pretty good hitting across the board. So definitely a solid card earlier in the year, and he's definitely going to be pretty solid. And then the next World Series reward is going to be Steve Carlton, new legend into MLB The Show 25. Obviously played for the Philadelphia Phillies. This is going to be his 1983 postseason card. And this pitcher is really good. I mean, 75 overall is his worst stat, which is pretty solid across the board. 101 on the stamina, so definitely going to go longer in games. He's got that slider, curveball, changeup, sinker, fastball mix, which I think is going to be pretty good in this game. Especially me, I love the sliders, so I think the slider for me is definitely one of my favorite pitches. I don't know, I think this card's really good. He might be one of the better choices that we're seeing. So definitely excited about this one moving forward. But there are so many more things to talk about. So this was also noticed by Skinny. Said also the division you get placed in Weekend Classic is based on your max rating. So whatever you hit, so say you hit that 1,000 rating and you fall off, you're still going to be put in that top Immortal division, which I think is good because I think the max rating is going to help a lot of people actually get up there because, you know, you could fall off or something could happen, right? So I definitely think that's a good change. Now this was really cool. As you guys can see in that GOAT track we had, there was this 1,000 ranks right here. And if we go back to this screen, we can see the two cards. So you can pick this Mickey Mantle as your World Series reward. And if you go up to 1,000, you could pick this Steve Carlton. So you can still get both of the ranked rewards. Basically what this means is you get to show this off. It's kind of like a cosmetic thing, but you also get the other card. So say you want to get the Mickey Mantle card in this gold form, you could pick the Steve Carlton first, then the Mickey Mantle, so you don't have two of them. Or you could just sell one of them, right? You could do something like that. This is really cool. You can actually show this off to your other competition when you have, you know, the starting lineup screen. Definitely going to be a pretty hard game if you're going up against someone with this 1,000 overall rating card, which I think is pretty cool. So you can kind of flex on people that you have hit this achievement. I think that's a better way than, you know, moving down the World Series and not having anything like this, because I know the top level players are definitely going to want something like this. I don't know if I will get there, but we'll definitely try. But the GOAT difficulty might be insanely hard, but definitely cool to have these two rewards in the game with this 1,000 overall little rating. Now moving on to the BR Flawless rewards. Now this is the first card, Rich Gossage right here. Really good stats. I think this is one of the better closing pitchers in the game right now. He's got the fastball, slurve, sinker, changeup mix, so still pretty good mix. But yeah, I mean, 97 on hits per 9, 95 on Ks per 9. All these stats are just insane. They get 99 on velo. I mean, just really good stats. I feel like he's going to be really hard not to choose him. But then we have the new legend in Lance Berkman is the other card right here. As you can see, 87 overall, 2007 on his second half card. Pretty good power, right? 92 and 70 on the power, 67 on the vision. He's obviously a first baseman. Can also play center and right field, so interesting secondary positions over there. But 56 on the speed, 65 on the fielding. So, you know, the fielding and speed ain't the best, but his power is definitely there and his hitting is definitely good. Definitely could be a solid first baseman if that's something you're looking for. I mean, personally, that Goose Gossage is just so good. Now, moving over on to the multiplayer program. Now, remember, these are everything you play in multiplayer except play with your friends, right? Anything you do in the multiplayer modes will be in this program for stats, which is pretty cool. Like we said, it's replacing the ranked BR and the event program. So those programs in previous year will all be in the multiplayer program. So if you make progress in any of those modes, then it'll be reflected here. You can also make progress in ranked co-op as well, which I think is really cool. And I know they had this in the years past, but there's no World Series pack in this. They did say that the World Series packs and all those stuff will not be in this. But if they had the multiplayer 2 program, which would be the next season, then you could see some of those World Series reward cards like the Mickey Mantle and the Steve Carlton in the next one, so you get it like a month later if you didn't get World Series in that time period. So that is something they're doing so everyone can kind of earn the rewards, even though you're going to earn the rewards kind of late. So that is something they're doing, which is pretty cool. I do like this a lot. There's, you know, this card at 10, there's another at 45. I think there's like 4 or 5 cards throughout this whole program. I don't know, to me, it does seem like you lose a little bit of cards because you get the 2 event cards, right? You get the BR cards and then the rank cards. So To me, it seems like you lose a little bit of cards, but they did say there's going to be more value, so maybe with the packs and stubs, that will make up for that. But that is something to point out when you look at this multiplayer program, which I think is pretty cool. But this is the new legend, Mark Davis, obviously closing pitcher for the Padres. I mean, 100 on hits per nine, 103 on Ks per nine, 99 on home run, absolutely insane. He's got a fastball, curveball, circle change, splitter, and slider, so definitely a decent card. The next card they showed was Terry Pennington, also a new legend into this game. I mean, 116 on contact versus lefties is insane. 89 vision, 104 clutch, 78 fielding, 61 speed. Pretty solid card. Third baseman can't play in other positions. That is something they mentioned. They're limiting the secondary positions a lot in this game because they want to see new cards getting played, so I understand that. But it's something to think about when you're looking at a lot of these players. And then the next drops are going to be out later, so there'll be 3 drops instead of 2 they did last year, which is something to note. Now let's go on to the Diamond Quest stuff. So there's 3 Diamond Quest maps at launch, and these are going to be some of the rewards in those Diamond Quests. Starting off with this Garrett Crochet, these cards I'm showing are going to be only found in Diamond Quest, so keep that in mind. This is his 2024 Topps Now card. I mean, insanely good player. He's got the fastball, cutter, circle change, and sinker. He's got the sweeper now, new pitch in MLB The Show 25, which is going to be exciting. But once again, 70s and 80s across the board. I think he's going to be a solid pitcher for sure. The other card they have is going to be Brian Scott, his breakout card from 2023, which will be exciting. 80 on the speed, 94 on the steal, 90 on the fielding, and he's a good contact guy. So definitely going to be a solid second baseman. Not going to hit for power too much, but most second basemen don't. But definitely going to be a solid player as well moving forward. And then here's the other map we have. We have Nolan Schultz coming in as a pipeline card for the White Sox. I mean, insanely good stats with the fastball, slider, circle change, sinker, and also a sweeper. I think he's going to be a pretty solid card as we kind of move forward on here. Then we have Travis Bonanza, obviously the first round draft pick in 2024 by the Guardians. I mean, you can see 81 speed, 75 fielding, pretty good hitting across the board, 85 discipline, definitely going to be solid over there. And then they showed off the 2 legends in the pre-order packs. As we can see, we got Ted Williams right here, 105 contact versus lefties, 100 discipline, 61 fielding, 56 speed. So pretty good card. I think I'm definitely going to take him. I think he's a solid one. In the Legends pack, we have the Hank Greenberg from the 1934 season. It was a breakout season for him. I mean, you can see a really good contact guy at first base, right? 120 contact versus lefties is insane. 65 power, still pretty good. 77 vision right there. 64 speed, 48 fielding. Definitely an okay legend. I don't think he's the best out of those ones. I still think the Sosa's probably a little bit better, but I think these 2 legends are solid cards. And that's pretty much everything they talked about in the multiplayer program. A lot of things to expect moving forward, you know, with these whole packs and everything and with these programs. So I'm definitely excited for this game to come out, but that's pretty much everything they showed in this feature premiere. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your favorite part shown in this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.